I think the problem here is
I'm sorry,
that 80 people weren't just let go. I think the problem here is
I'm sorry,
that 80 people weren't just let go in the last couple of months. This has been a progressive problem. I think that the problem is that the board relies on the information that you're getting from Rebecca, as far as statistics, as far as reporting out. The human resource director, is my understanding that he reports to her, and that people are too afraid to talk to him, because the first time they went to him, he went and he turned around and he spoke right to her. That is not someone who's working in the best interest of the employees.
And the board was.
So I'm sorry.
It is a hostile work environment.
What is your name again? I'm sorry.
It's Patricia M.
Okay, Patricia.
And no, wait, I have one more thing to say. That you have people who work in this library, who have work, who are seeking therapy, mentally, like, becoming unstable, not because of things around them. It all comes down to one person. I have worked in environments like this. We all have. And you know what? When it becomes so toxic, you made a point of it's top down. If nothing else, the top should be taking responsibility for the unhappiness of a staff. If you had an entire staff of teachers who were this upset and this, hated coming to work every day, then you'd look at the principal, you'd look at the superintendent, and they'd be on their way out. The problem is that we have been coming for 3 months, and there's been zero response from the board. You have to look at these reports and see what is happening to these employees. These are our community members. This is happening to our community members. So it's not just one employee that we're upset and we can't move on. It's not that we're not willing to get to know other people. This is a constant. And it's interesting because I had a conversation at a book club where we were discussing all of this, and they said, I've always enjoyed going to the library. My children love it. Only the last time we went was there a very disagreeable incident where a woman chased us out of the library because it was 10 minutes of 5 and she was giving me the death stare and blah, blah, blah. That person was the very director who says she's teaching people how to be kind and nice and welcoming. This was not solicited by me. So I think you really need to open your eyes and start to see this is not a few people who are saying, hey, our poor little library is getting, it's not as nice as it used to be. You're seeing a community being pulled apart by one person. And you have to take responsibility for that because you ultimately have that decision.
Even people who have left by choice, Shauna, has said scathing things. We've read it. I mean, she's communicating with us. These employees are our friends. We've gotten to know them through all these years. They're like our friends. We communicate with them personally. She left by choice because her wife got a job in New York and graduated from her PhD program. We all understand that she left by choice. Oh, she had nothing good to say. Nothing. I've read it. She wrote me. So you can't just fall on your heels of they're just leaving because of this or that. It's not okay to not, it's not okay. It's not okay. And I feel like you guys all have like blank stares. Like show some emotion. Like, do you hear me? Do you hear us? Are you upset? I mean,
do you care about the
I feel like you're not
employees that are gone?
Your JP, your reply to my email was so short and terse and cursory. It was a very, you got it out of some HR handbook. Oh, I heard you, and thank you for your comment. Susie, you said I can't reply. I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'm like, really? That's what I'm getting.
That is not a correct quote.
Well, you weren't feeling like you should, or you couldn't, or you didn't feel like you were allowed to. I don't know exactly. I have it.
Sure, I'm sure
but
you do.
It's just, and I understand why you would say that. I completely do. I'm not mad at you about it. It's just, I'm ready to hear something from you guys. I'm ready. Like some answers to our questions. Did you read all the employee comments?
Does it mean nothing to you that we've formed a special committee to investigate these things? Is that not an action?
It's a day late and $1 short.
It does. A committee.
Well, then chats are also a solution. And I have to tell you that the fact that we have to go through a board packet to find the dates of them, that was the response. It's not on the website in a way that anyone can be invited to it. We have to dig through a board packet. I don't know about you, but my life is not about going through board packets for the library so I can find out what invitation I may or may not have as a community member. That's absurd.